Hi everybody, my name is Shannon and you're watching another yarn. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're returning, I greatly appreciate it. Please give me the thumbs up, the like, and all those YouTube things that everyone says are fantastic. I would greatly appreciate it. And if this is your first time, sit back and relax and know that I talk about things knitting and crocheting and yarn and chatting related along that line. So, what did I get called out for? Why? Why did I get called out for something? Oh, I got called out. So, if you had the opportunity to watch my live a couple days ago, I made comments in reference to the fact that I do hand knit socks for my family every year. I tend to give out about 10 pair of hand knit socks. I don't know, I was the craziest one that when they were younger, I gave them a pair of socks every Christmas. You know, it was didn't have a lot of finances and everything, and that was a good way to give something of love and entertainment and everything along that line. Well, the kids got older, their feet grew, and they got married. So instead of making the one pair, whatever, at Christmas time, it became multiple. So it's exploded to where I'm now doing about 10 pair. And sometimes, God love them, they bring other people over. And then there's more because, you know, Nana can't say no. So then I end up handing it more. So I haven't made a single pair of socks this year. It's pushing August. It is almost August. I may knit fast, but oh, come on now. Socks, you know, they take some time, right? Everything takes time. And I haven't done a single pair. So I've been talking to my kids, going, just listen to my live, just put it on the background, turn the sound off. You don't have to actually listen, but just put it on for the watch hours, right? My son listened. He called me up and he's like, Mom, get to making socks. This will be tragic. You have to make the socks. This will be akin to, there will be pandemonium. This is the favorite gift. This is the best gift. This is akin to telling children that there's no Santa Claus. You have to make the socks. So yeah, I got called out. So I got lovingly chastised for about 20 minutes about me making socks and how traumatic it will be. And then my daughter-in-law, God love her, she's like, look, you have to at least make some for your kids. You know, I'll understand. Maybe the other, you know, daughter-in-law and son-in-law, they'll understand, but you have to make them for your kids. That's all they wear. And then the emotional portion, they do it. The kids know how to do this, right? So the youngest grandchild is 11 months and she's crawling around and pulling herself up and, you know, just adorable. Well, she likes Daddy's socks. Daddy wears hand knit socks and she comes over and she notices all the colors and things along that line. So it's like, yeah, you have to make a new pair of socks. Even the baby likes your socks. So there's that. So yeah, so let me show you some stuff since we're talking about socks. Oh, I also told another story on another live about my mistakes because we all make mistakes. We don't always show them, but we make them. So when my oldest son was in the Navy, I started making him a pair of socks or another pair, right? So he's off in Navy boot camp. I start working on this and he's got size 13 feet and that's what this is. I've got it on a sock blocker right now, and that is large. Ooh, wait. I have my tape measure. It's my Rooster tape measure. I'll have to show you some of my other ones. I have a collection. I really have a collection. It's a thing. So this not really stretched. It's over 11 inches, right? You know, and that's not really stretched. So that's for the foot. It's over 11 inches. There's room on this blocker. That's where it ends, right? You know, to stretch it out more. So that's a big sock. That was my first one. And I wasn't making them two at a time. I like my double pointed needles. So this is what I did. And then here's my second one. And it looks great, doesn't it? Well, without holding them both up together, they look like they're the same size. Nowhere near. So this one, nowhere near. I can't even stretch it to make it, you know, pretend like it works. This is like 9.5 inches. 11 inches and 9.5 inches. You can't make that work. It just, these are two, like I said, two separate blockers, two separate size blockers, right? That hold it out for, you know, after you've washed them or what have you, you know, you can dry them like this. But yeah, this right here and this stretches, right? That's just sitting on there. Yeah. Same stitches, same exact number of stitches. Same exact number of rows. Yeah. I didn't notice it until I finished the second sock, as you can tell, because why would I finish it if, it was sad. He's been out of the Navy for a while. He did his full 4 years. He's been out for quite some time. I still have these. Which one do you pull out? I mean, you don't need to pull both out, but which one? Do you try to strangle and do a death hold on the needles and do the tighter size? Or do you try to relax and be calm and do the bigger size? I don't know. So this is yarn ready to be reclaimed into anything else it wants to be. That's why the ends aren't tied in or anything like that. So that was a little traumatizing for me. It's a thing. So I did that. And then at the beginning of the year in January, I did cast on another pair of socks. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I'd be chaotic, right? So I have neon yellow and orange, right? The solid colors right there. And then the bottom one is an opal yarn, which is a good hard-wearing German sock yarn. And then I started on this heel flap down here doing some stripes and something crazy. I have no idea. That is not my normal plain vanilla sock, which is just mindless, easy. There's a pattern in here. There's some chaos going in here. I don't know who this one would be for. The kids can't pick. They actually, I make a bunch and then they pick which one. If as long as it fits, they get a choice. What is this? What was I thinking? Yeah, I don't know. And I'm trying to make another one just like it. I don't remember what I was doing. I have no clue. So it's not that I haven't maybe tried to start doing something. Okay, so there's that one. And then I have, oh, it's a tangled mess. Look at this. Isn't this stunning? Look at that. Look, can you see the cable on that? Yeah, it's a beautiful patterned sock. Right. And again, I am right after I just went through the heel. I'm on the straightaway. It's a very tight, stretchy rib here. This is the first. I don't know what pattern this is. This is an actual pattern. I might be able to find some notes somewhere to where I can go back to look at, to work on that and do that pattern. This is not one that I made up in my head. That wonderful cable goes all the way down to the side of the foot. It has, I normally do a heel flap and gusset. This is a short row heel. Look at that. I mean, it looks great. I don't know what I did. Huh. Kind of notice a pattern here. So again, one sock. I don't know. So I started another sock, right? And this is out of Patton's Kroy yarn, which is a thicker sock yarn. And it is, I tried it on me. It's a big sock. I mean, it doesn't have to be my sock, obviously, but I mean, it's a big sock. Look at that. That's so, I don't know. This is sock number 1. This is a thicker sock yarn. Feels fantastic. Hobby Lobby was clearancing out some of their colors. This right now is normally $9 a ball. You can get it in some local yarn stores. You can get this. Joann's has some. I think Michael's even has a few different colors. But, depend. It's a Yarnspiration yarn. It's a number 1, obviously sock weight. This is 50-gram balls and 166 yards. Normally for a sock yarn, it's like 200, maybe 215-ish range for 50 grams. So with 166 yards, you can tell that is a thicker yarn. And I'm making it at a very dense gauge. My son, middle son, and his wife really like this yarn. They comment on these. This is one of their favorites. But I'm looking at that and I'm like, I don't, it's pretty. I like the stripes. It's really pretty. I don't know. So you, at this point, with all of these one socks, you would think, well, why don't you do 2 at a time? So you can. You can do 2 socks at a time through Magic Lube, and I personally find that fiddly. That's just my preference. There's no right or wrong. You can do top down, which all of mine are top down. I started here at the ribbing. Gives a nice good ribbing for me anyway. I like it. And then I go down to the toe. A lot of people will do toe up, and I love the concept. You do toe up and you can knit until you run out of yarn, right? You go for the toe, do your heel, come right up and everything, and bind off when you're running out of yarn. Love that idea. Haven't really gotten into it, probably because I learned the top down first and I enjoy it, and ain't broke, don't fix it kind of a thing. So I'm going to keep doing that. But the other one, you can use really long needles and magic loop and you can knit two at a time. That would be smart. That would be really, really smart, especially since I have a collection of socks here, right? And yeah, yeah. So I don't want to do it that way, but I'm not against doing two at a time. Check this out. See those? Yeah. Look at that. They have sparkles. I'm doing two at a time. I am using double pointed needles. And I'm just knitting for a little bit on one. Look at that sparkle. Isn't that stunning? This is yarn is called Signature. And it is gorgeous. So I'll just knit so many rows on one of them and then go back and knit on the other. One of the reasons I don't always do that is because sometimes I like my socks to match and sometimes I don't care, and today I don't care. So yeah, they do start with the red, and you can see the reds line up, but you notice the reverse, right? This is red, then purple, then green, then magenta, blue, red, and this one's red, blue, magenta, green, purple, red. But the red striped nicely, and for that matter, it looks like it's going to be a perfect enough match. So I'm really pleased with this. I really like the sparkle. I love the colors, and I'm really happy with how far I've gotten with this so far. Let's see, where's my little tape measure again? Because I like to measure things. I mean, if you're going to have a tape measure collection, you should use them. They don't just go on the wall. You should just use them. Measure everything. It's just, I don't know why. Just do it. All right, so I'm almost 6 inches on one of them, so that's good. I think a couple more inches and then I'll start that heel and do the gusset and move on. So I have progress. This is for my son calling me out. You know who you are. Yes. So I did just get a wonderful call just a few minutes ago. My son called, and grandson was talking on the phone, and he's just a little guy. And Nana, why are you on Daddy's YouTube? Oh my gosh, it was so cute. Why are you on Daddy's YouTube? Because Daddy loves Nana, that's why. All right, everybody. I just want to show you, I got called out. I'm doing the follow through. These are sparkle socks. Oh yeah, we know who they go to. Right, got these sparkle socks. So I do listen and I do have fun. And you guys have a wonderful, joyous day. Bye-bye.